Welcome back, everyone, and you may be saying, wait a second, hold on. Did something happen to Draco's recordings? Why are we back in the House of 𝐂𝐚𝐽 Shadow? I thought we were on that island and we had just been captured by the undead and he was bitching that he couldn't use his Lich powers and then he found out he could. Yes, because I was informed that I missed a shit ton here in the House of 𝐂𝐚𝐽 Shadows, and between here and when we go to the Cauliflower Island. We are doing a massive save scum, and we are coming back here, and we're going to redo this. There's a couple things that I want to make sure that we got right in the conversation, because if you guys remember in previous episode, I was looking to see if there was something that we had passed. I don't know that we ever, that was the right one. So, and there's actually several rooms here that we totally missed. So we're going to go back and before we even go talk to Nocticula and Areelu and all that stuff, we had clicked on these, right? The first time. Yeah, it didn't give us really much of nothing. But right here, hello, there's another door. And there's another one over here as well. So let's come over here. And we'll come in here. And this is just loot, from what I understand. The good room's over here on the left, so I wanted to get the stuff on the right done first. You guys know how it is, right? You gotta save the good. Save the good, and I can't go through that door, okay?
My legs carry me.
Yeah, I was told I missed a bunch of loot, and I missed some really, really important shit. So,
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'm glad I didn't record a week's worth of episodes in one day and really have to kick myself in the ass. God, her voice acting is so superb. She so wants to be good and just helpful.
Backwards.
Okay, no door on this side. Can't go through that door. All right, here we go. This must be a midnight bolt. That would certainly be helpful. Yeah, there we go. What do we got here? Projector. As you know, my dear addressee, given the scope of the planes, time is a relative concept, and in the abyss it can be even more unreliable. Therefore, I do not allow myself the vain hope that my message will reach you in time. Oh, I can't skip it? That's a shame. Come on. Your final question was about the possibility of a complete awakening of the memories of a mortal life within a soul that had already passed through Pharasma's judgment. I will send you the research on all the cases of which I'm aware where such an awakening took place. Despite the fact that this list is still quite extensive, my conclusion is that all such recorded cases are the rarest exceptions to the rule, in which the absolute majority of souls, an occurrence such as this cannot happen. Both the wonder and the tragedy of mortality lie in the fact that there's a certain moment after which the process is final and irreversible. The essence that departs the judgment of the Lady of Graves is no longer what it was in life, and we, as scientists, must account for this in the system of knowledge we are constructing. Who are they talking about? That's the question. Okay, so that's done. Anything else in here? Oh, we got a book over here.
Careful now.
Oh, got something there. Pile of sketches. The drawings depict fragments of various rituals that lead to the opening of rifts and portals. Books written in multiple languages. The titles that can be translated are dedicated to the research in the nature of souls. The Lexicon of Paradox Part 2. Yeah, that kind of is important. So, yeah, F- on me for totally missing this room the first time. Okay, we are not going to put them together right now, though, because I think we need to talk to the storyteller. Yeah, we've already clicked on all these. How we missed these rooms, I don't know. I suck. Can't go through there. That's just fire. Let's do save.
Trail me.
Greetings.
Greetings, Commander.
Lady Areelu, allow me to express my deepest admiration of your work, and may I just ask...
The suture is my servant. I did not expect him to rush into the abyss after me, but I have allowed him to remain with me while I take care of some business. However, you asked what I am doing here. I bring answers.
Yeah, see? I don't think we asked that question last time.
You have walked a long path, one where shadows constantly flicker at the edge of your vision, and questions multiply like flies above carrion. It is time for answers. At least, some of them.
And if you guys don't mind, I am going to go through all these voiced lines again, because damn it, we don't have enough of them in the game.
Day 16, Aridus 4715. Experiment, transformation. Subject, let's skip that. Objective, to embed the essence of a 𝐚𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐿 crystal in the soul of the subject. Expected result, the essence will coalesce with the subject's soul, which will ready itself for total transformation, triggering the concomitant powers. The time has come to put my plan into action.
Still so interested into what her why. You know, they've written it very well.
You are my creation. Your power was my gift. Now you know. You are asking the right questions, but the time has not yet come.
Ah, such special memories. Remember the laboratory, do you? I told you back then. Go on, look around. See all the ones Lady Areelu worked on. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
Your power is of the same kind as that of 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐿, 𝐿𝐺𝐵𝐿, and the other demons that you have met. The power of the 𝐚𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐿 crystal dissolved into the blood lies within your soul. I have already hinted at this to you once before, when I left the essence along with the lexicon of paradox in my old laboratory, and ordered the suture to make sure the gift found its way into your hands. But there is more. Do you remember when you were taken to 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿 with a wound that would not heal? Do you remember how 𝐸𝐸𝐿 apparently healed you? That was merely an illusion. The dragon was only able to temporarily dull the pain. In fact, it was I who saved you, when I came to you in the caves and implanted a crystal within you. No, saved is not the right word. Your wound is still not healed. That is why your wound weeps blood from time to time, every drop of which burns your enemies.
Ow.
This is pure essence of 𝐚𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐿 crystal. My invention is far superior to the crystals used by Xanther, which were barely refined at all. It will give you new strength and help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. Take it. Take it, and you will see that this is the very power that has lived in you since the Battle of 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿.
Hey, are we doomed to...
Okay, we're
Not
skipping.
much of a
Yeah.
threat. Look at me. Before you know it, I'll be a decrepit heap of...
Very well, then. Ask your questions, and I will answer.
Okay, you followed me. This is obviously...
It was my mistake. My failure. I failed to... The tale is too long to recount here. Your wound is a reflection of the world wound, in a way. It is very dangerous, even if you do not yet realize it. It is not a disease, but rather an abscess, which will one day burst and kill you. It cannot fully be healed until the world wound is healed. No doubt you have felt this affliction on several occasions. It awakens when you use your power. It makes you sense more strongly what mortals call the corruption of the abyss.
All right,
Until the world wound is healed, you will have no peace.
All right, so we're just going to go down this list here. That's fine.
Like a witch in a fairy tale, I watched over you from birth. From before that, even. And I kept detailed notes. You were chosen and prepared for a special destiny. Aside from this, I helped you, even when you were unaware of my presence. I saved you and your unfortunate companions when you fell into the crevice in Kenabres. In the Grey Garrison, it was I who distracted Minago to allow you to approach the Wardstone. And in Dresden, I appeared under the guise of Yaniel to guide you toward the Sword of Valor. And I also left you a present in my old laboratory, and told the suture to see that you received it. I knew that sooner or later you would find your way there. That place exerts a powerful pull.
Okay, the first time we went with this one, as it turns out, you helped me thwart the plans, and she kind of got angry with that, so I'm going to go with this one.
Certainly, but do not expect me to solve all your
Fair enough.
problems. A child that is forever carried in its mother's arms will never learn to walk.
This is the one that we've been looking for that we did not ask last time.
You always have to sacrifice something. I wanted you to go to the laboratory to see with your own eyes what I had been doing and what I am capable of, so it would be easier for you to accept the truth. The laboratory is the place where I prepared your ascent. And the Suture was the only one who I could trust to execute my plan and explain everything. After all, he too once experienced rebirth at my hands. And that is why I was willing to risk his life.
Yeah, I remember her saying that before, but I don't remember this perception check passed. Look at that, I actually provoked a reaction. That's the second time your expression has changed when I've mentioned the Suture. Now I know the architect of the world wound is capable of feeling remorse, if only when she sends her Dretch minion on a deadly mission. Yeah, we did not have this option the last time we were here. So obviously that's the one we're going to be clicking on. Yeah, because we just had these two. Yep, I absolutely remember that we only had these two, so.
I see I am not the only one making observations and drawing conclusions. You are analyzing me.
Perfect.
That's commendable. It is undoubtedly due to the influence of the Nahindrian crystal that I am planted in you. It is not surprising that your soul is strong. It is mixed with the spiritual essence of a demon lord, and a very powerful one at that. I am uncertain whether your soul could ever be ripped from your body, although I would advise against putting it to the test. However, you have the right to find your own way, and to test the limits of your power as much as you wish.
Okay, we're going to kind of skip through some of this now that I know, so.
Nahindrian crystals are formed from the solidified
Yeah, we know
matter
that.
was impossible until recently. Not just any creatures, demons.
Yeah,
Valuable information. The Order will be interested to learn this.
but I'm not a
I
demon.
wasn't a demon either.
I know.
Changed myself.
Yes, knitting your
Those
soul.
arrogant Crusaders, those knights with their eyes ablaze, those pious priests, both and neither. I have served both Deskari and Baphomet, and not merely as the lowest in the pecking order. But I do not think you'll be surprised when I tell you that to me, both of these mighty lords are merely convenient temporary sources of power. And their time is almost at an end. But the Lady in Shadow is different. She is the Yes, because I taught Xanther and the other servants of Baphomet and Deskari the earliest version of this transformation ritual. I spent decades perfecting it until I obtained the power that I gave to you. Power in its most purified form, cleansed of the filth and chaos inherent within the original blood of the... Your power is as pure as thrice distilled water. But it resonates with other powerful sources of supernatural power, such as the Sword of Valor. And your power can change. You must have realized this already. You have shaped my gift into a form that you yourself have chosen.
It's true.
You are seeking answers, trying to understand the crux.
What do you want from me?
Before we continue, I want you to receive your power.
Nope. Because I think if we do that, we kind of screw ourselves on the Lich path. If we make our soul more powerful, then that's the problem, so.
That effect. How unexpected. It deserves to be studied, but I will see to that later.
Enough! Enough of this madness! I was blind. Oh, Lady of Heaven, how blind I was. Away! Away from this festering hole! I must bring this terrible truth to Queen Galfrey.
I want to help you close the world wound.
You were about to say, we are going to close the world wound, weren't you, Areelu?
Greetings to you, Our Lady in Shadow.
It's nice to see that even surrounded...
All right, now we can kind of skip through all this, I think.
Didn't mean to. I don't know why I did it.
Okay. We did this one last time.
Naturally. I am in the habit of observing my servants and guests while remaining unseen. Their private thoughts fly most eagerly from their lips when they believe themselves to be unwatched. And secrets exchanged in whispers are often invaluable.
We could do this one. Let's do that one. I mean, we did the nod calmly last time, and that didn't seem to get us a good reaction. So let's do the chaotic one. That'll be fun.
I see that rumors of your passionate nature weren't exaggerated. I have heard some rather impressive tales of your escapades.
I'm glad to hear that.
I have had my eye on you for a very long time. You see, it was at my behest that Lady Vorlesh imbued you with such incredible powers. But I was curious to see your worth as an individual, not as Lady Vorlesh's creation. Thus, I decided to postpone our meeting and see how you'd fare in Alashanira and whether or not you could win respect and power among those not so easily impressed by outstanding magical abilities. Well, you've passed my test adequately by proving that your character and your will are stronger than the Nahindrian powers Lady Vorlesh has vested in you.
You are wise, my lady. However, only those who have never known or forgotten what it is like to be mortal can so easily dismiss the importance of power. To be someone whose life is fragile and can be cut short at any moment, like a candle snuffed out by a gust of wind.
It is a shame your angel has left you mortal. I would have liked to talk to him. I don't expect I will get another chance, as that celestial buffoon's days...
The herald of that upstart goddess?
Yes, although his defenses were quite intricate. A commendable precaution on his part. Perhaps you don't know everything about me yet, mortal. Perhaps you made the same mistake as many before you, and many... He is a strange creature. To the great dismay of both the Echo and the Lord of Envy, Humiliation, He's an interesting little bird that Incidentally, was it really necessary to bother the dearly departed Alanithia? The shriek she let out upon returning to her grave interrupted my train of thought and quite spoiled. Do you honestly think you can find out such... My brother,
I tried.
𝐂𝐴𝐵 manipulate... Let them nurse their grudge. Those fat, smug wretches think themselves the guardians. Indeed. Another island, another loss. Enough. I warned them that I would not stand for the desolation of my realm. They have not heeded me, and they will regret it.
Okay, we went with say nothing before.
And tell them to prepare.
We're gonna go with this one.
Yes, you've already met Laulia, my talented assistant. I've heard she was very convincing at acting out her tragic death in the minds of the Nexus. As you can see, I've been watching you since your very first moments in the Abyss. And even a little earlier.
See, we learned a little bit more.
I have prepared a beautiful intrigue that will topple many of your enemies and seal the world wound forever, ending the threat to Golarion. And you have the chance to become part Ember. So that's... I can't stand these noises. Do you think...
I know what you had to do. To others and to yourself.
Okay, so we went with you should hear her out last time.
If only I could ease your pain somehow. Calm your sorrows.
I don't know what nature is and don't care a whit about cosmic good and evil. They are but labels thought up by philosophers. I know what power is. Pleasure. Desire. All this childish babble merely amuses me. Nothing more. So, where were we? My pain? My sorrows? What nonsense are you talking? Don't tell me you pity me.
I'm so sorry. You're the most miserable soul I've ever seen. I've seen people burned alive. People being devoured by monsters. People burying their children. They were in pain. So much pain. But I've never seen anyone in as much pain as you.
What is this saccharine drivel? What do you even know of me, Nat?
I've seen your city. You were the one who built it. It is the way you wanted it to be. It holds all of your dreams, all of your heart, and everyone in this city is suffering. Everywhere, all the time, every minute. All who live here are hurting and scared. If these are its citizens, how miserable must its ruler feel?
Hey, I know I say it all the damn time, but damn it, the voice acting in this game is so... Oh my god. I have always... they're all great, but Ember's... The actress that voices Ember is just... Oh my god. Fantastic. They really all are.
You brought her to me for. You think this infantile sniveling is worthy of my attention?
Okay, so we shrugged silently last time. No, we're not doing the evil one. As evil, no, again, I'm not a dick. Well, I am a dick, but not that bad of a dick. I don't know. I just thought they would know. I'm gonna go with the lawful option.
I am first and foremost myself. All who told me who I should be came to regret it. Leave it to windbag scholars to waffle on about how evil is unable to fathom the path of good. I may be a demon lord, but I understand perfectly well what goodness is. I understand it, and I despise it. So, what do you suggest I do, preacher? Beg the good gods' forgiveness? Devote myself to serving a sword-swinging upstart, perchance? Or that old crone, the moon?
No, no. Gods can't help anyone. They're just like us mortals. Silly, frightened, clueless. You're almost a goddess yourself. You know better than anyone that no one can save you. No one except you.
Save me? From what exactly?
From yourself. From what you've done to yourself. From the city you've imprisoned yourself in. Listen, you are a queen, but you're the queen of pain and filth. Your realm is a realm of your own suffering. You're almost a goddess. You can do anything you want. So why won't you make yourself happy? You could become the Redeemer Queen.
Here comes the laughter. All right, moving on.
She took my words to heart.
I'm going to say probably.
That would be great.
I told you to get out! I don't want to hear your squeaky voice again.
All right, moving on. We've already done all these, yeah. See, they're not even voiced. Why would you want to close the world wound? What do I gain? Why do you need me? How do you plan to close it? Why is it so important? I'll consider your offer. Okay. Nope. Form you of treason. Chimera. Why do you tolerate her? A friend of mine, the storyteller. Everything I wanted to say. I killed Willidus. I want to ask you about powerful denizens. She works for me. Isn't it obvious? Does it bother you that Areelu serves another master? Not prone to jealousy? How did Areelu become your servant? Do you remember the elven archmage who used to serve you thousands of years ago? He's still alive. Really? That is one I didn't get last night. He was well past his youth even back then, and now, just how old is he? Can mortals even live that long? Well, apart from your immortal 𝐂𝐴slanti, say hello to him on behalf of the Lady in Shadow, and tell him that one who replaced him has disappointed me immensely with his incompetence. No matter how hard he tried, he could never live up to my magnificent elf. Nice. You know, you've managed to surprise me, a rare occurrence for someone who knows just about everything. The goat and the locust? No. Everything's clear to me now. I want to know more about you. How'd you become a demon lord? We already know all this. Are the Midnight Isles? Yes. How did you turn the dead demon lords into islands? What do you plan to do next? Something grander in mind. The Abyss? Who cares about the Abyss? How many copulation partners have you had? I'm making a list for the encyclopedia, and I believe you may take one of the top spots. Sela tries prodding Nenio's side, but not before the question is asked. Darren moves his lips soundlessly. You can hear what he's saying, but you can clearly make out the words "shut up" and "idiot." Okay, I am so glad we turned on that extra thing for this right here. For a few tense moments, Nocticula peers into Nenio's face and yours, then smiles with the slightest curve of her lips. What matters to me is not the quantity, but quality, and I'm well ahead of any other denizen of the Abyss in that regard. That is where we'll end that discussion. Okay, if I'm to depart, I've sent my assassins to ensure. All right, the business to take care of. I need to do this. Magic treatise that contains many secrets. You and my servant, Lady Vorlesh, were just talking about the lexicon for many years. Reminded split in half. The lexicon paradox has caused more than enough trouble already. You already possess the first half. I possess both. I will reward you handsomely, giving the book into my keeping. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no. I'll consider your offer. I still have some. Yeah, let's do that. I wonder what that would give us. I'm not going through all this again a third time to find out, though. Okay. So, all right, cool. Let's go through this really quickly. We gave him power attack mythic, right? So we're gonna give him this time, right? He got weapon specialization mythic, right? Or was it weapon focus? It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Using your chosen weapon, you gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. Okay. And weapon focus gives us double the bonuses on your attack rolls. So weapon focus gives us attack rolls. Weapon specialization gives us damage rolls. Well, both would be good. So, but we're going to go with weapon specialization. Okay. Aaron got spell pen mythic. I remember that. Ember got... What did we give her? Greater abundant casting. That's what we gave her. I thought. Maybe we didn't. I gotta look it up again. Ember. Yeah, greater abundant casting. There it is. I would swear that wasn't there before. Anyway. Me. And we gave me... Spell Focus Necromancy. And then we went with Eclipse Chill, I believe. Yep. Rochelet. Gave her... wasn't Rapid Shot Mythic. It was... Or maybe it was Rapid Shot. Okay. Save that. Now, let's get out of here. And we've got some stuff to do.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?